All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the opening to our introduction live trading room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are officially live. It's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday for our live trading room like today from 2 to 3 o'clock. Before we do get started, remember guys, the information we discuss in this video is opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. With you here, ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Reeve here, streaming live from Johannesburg, Sandton. What a blessing to be with you guys here, yeah? Guys, remember we are on every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 o'clock. That's 2 to 3. And it is a blessing. It's really a privilege to be with all of you great people. If you're not going to watch the stream right now, you'd probably catch it later on. If you're here for the very first time, I'd like to give you a warm welcome. Our marketing team, our magic marketing team is in the chat facility. And they'll be placing all of the links needed for you to open up that account with us. Guys, whether we are pushing, our FX or whether we are pushing our crypto, offering, it doesn't really matter. We are a fully fledged licensed brokerage, both in what we are doing from an FX perspective and even crypto, fully fledged and regulated and licensed to provide you the fantastic service that we have. Yeah, fantastic teams everywhere, from our support guys, to our marketing. We have fantastic account management. Everything is fantastic. When I say account managers, I'm referring, to your account manager that helps you with your profile. That obviously looks after you, all right? A specialist that's going to assist you with what is needed from a FICA, angle, whether you are uploading documents or you need to get through some of that. Guys, there we go. You are in great hands, all right? Let's get started here today. I'm seeing some of the guys on the chat facility. Jules, good afternoon. Tweetstar, I see you. I'm seeing something from Gessanova. What's happening today on ADP? All right, ADP? ADP. Are you referring with the are you referring to the AUD? You might be referring to the AUD. There's no ADP today. You got to be more specific, yeah? If you're here for the first time, welcome, 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 welcome. I'm Ashley Reeve. If you're going to be watching later on, a warm welcome to you as well. We're just about to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Just another minute or so for all of the slow pokes. Come on. I'm ready. Alrighty then. All right, so guys, let's push forward with the live trading room here this afternoon. We got our eyes set on a few things. I'm going to give you some fundamentals as always. We are very big on fundamentals. We understand the mechanics behind what is happening. And then we look at the technical chart that obviously prints out the happenings behind the scene. Politically, economically, socially, that's what's happening, yeah? So we have some information here. I'm going to get right into it, all right? So we're going to be starting off with the Australian dollar. And we're seeing some strength come into the Australian dollar, actually. It's actually rising to the 70 cents there. 70 US dollar cents to the Aussie dollar. And we're seeing a bit of structural movement to the upside. Now, what's important about this, guys, why we're seeing some of this happen, the Reserve Bank of Australia actually raised interest rates. It's now at 4.1%. Why did they do that? Well, you guys know the Strait of Hormuz is obviously, really uncertain at this point in time. The almost 3 weeks of, bombing campaign coming from the U.S. and Israel has obviously spiked up and pushed up the oil price. Big talk of the town. We know that higher oil prices is creating a lot of inflation concerns and so forth. And so that's one of the reasons why that rate was hiked. So it's mainly from the expense of oil due to the Middle East tensions. That's why the Australian dollar actually, or at least the interest rate, got hiked. The Reserve Bank is also raising those rates, guys, to slow down the spending and control some of the prices there. Yeah? So the markets are expecting another hike very soon. Obviously, with the crude oil pushing to the upside, we're expecting some more rate hikes there. So in that specific regard, because of the rate hike, we're getting a stronger currency. That's the book. When interest rates go up, we see currency strengthen. We're seeing a stronger AUD, as you can see here. I'm waiting for a specific push above the 0.70 cents, 940 there, and then I'm going to look to actually engage the market. Now, so you guys remember, guys, we cannot give you advice to tell you when to get in, where to get in. That's why we educate, all right? So we educate so you can make a more informed decision, all right? The higher borrowing costs at this point in time on your loans, your mortgages, they are going up. So obviously signals that the economy is still dealing with inflation pressure, guys. So, the inflation is happening on the one side, interest rates getting hiked on the other side, and we're seeing the currency go up. So short term right now, I'm talking intraday for us now, today, at this point in time, 11 minutes after 2, we're seeing a stronger dollar come in here. Now, fantastic news here, actually. The Tokyo session has given us a beautiful range here. And from that range, we've had some rejection on this side there, all right? This was roughly around 6 o'clock this morning. And we are now seeing that price is actually, pushing to the upside. We're waiting for a little bit more follow through to actually push above that specific high. Even although early this morning at 6, there was both rejection from the upside, rejection from the downside, giving an uncertain tone to the AUD USD. But now we're seeing structure continue up, and we're waiting for follow through right there above 79.40. All right. So if you can get that, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I see Twister there, gold and BTC and Euro JPY. I got you. No problem, yeah? I got you on that. We're just gonna have a look and see what's happening on the other ones before let me just deal with mine, all right? And then we're gonna get to yours, all right? Sorry, I just gotta push that in there, all right, Twister? So forgive me. So AUD USD, we're looking for some more upside there. We're just waiting to see what happens. Remember, short to medium term, guys. I'm using the daily frame as a gauge, or a metric, a barometer, if you will, to look at the impulse and momentum, all right? We had a beautiful push to the upside yesterday, and we're looking for the follow through possibly. That, from a point of perspective, is about 60 pips, 60 points to the upside. Great intraday movement. You really don't need to be going to buy every day 120, 150 pips, guys. You can knock out 30, 35, 20 pips, even at a minimum if you'd like. All right, yeah, we're just getting a little bit more. So we're waiting. We're seeing a lot of divergence happen here as well on this pair. I want to spend a bit of time on it so you can obviously understand why I'm saying what we're saying. Look at the divergence. Strength is to the upside. If you go to the higher time frames, the support is there, the 3 hour, the 4 hour. We're just about to cross the 55-point mark on the relative strength index, telling us that the momentum is definitely to the upside and the continuation might continue. All right. Obviously, Ash will be watching the 3:30 candle, 3:30 time very carefully, because that's when the New York opens, and I'm looking for continuation, all right, for that specific pair, for this specific pair over here. All right. And then I got the Euro USD, guys. Even although the dollar seemed like it was strengthening this morning, guys, it did stay below the 100-point index earlier today. This morning, all prices eased a little bit, less inflation pressure. Federal Reserve, in the U.S. is expected to hold those rates. A lot of market uncertainty from the Middle East conflict, and obviously the dollar then is now at this point slightly weaker, but stable at the same time, because we saw a bit of a build up here today. Look at that. to the downside, to the upside, but we're seeing prices starting to move away from the midway mark there. So markets are waiting for the Fed direction, and it is sensitive to the oil prices at this point in time. Oil prices and the war headlines. So make sure that you check out the Bloombergs, check out the investing.coms, check out CNN, guys. Those are just three major platforms you can go and check out. Sky News is one of the others, Al Jazeera. There's so many you can check out, guys. All right, but start with the top 5 major platforms that people are looking at, for you to get some insight. But I'm currently in a buy here. I'm currently in a buy on the Euro USD, looking to go up. I'm already in the buy. I got in the buy earlier on already. And I'm looking to actually exit around 1.16435. That's what I'm looking at. I might exit earlier. It all depends what happens. All right. At this point in time, there might be a push to the upside. And once it reaches that specific area, there might be a correction. So, I might just exit right there, wait for the correction, and then possibly come in back again, depending on how long it takes. So at this point in time, I am already in a long for the Euro USD. I'm following the daily frame. We had a tremendous move, just like the AUD USD yesterday. Beautiful push to the upside. All right. This is Euro USD, Denzel. Euro USD, Euro USD, Euro USD. I'll say it again for all the guys that didn't get it. Euro USD. All right, one of the most popular FX pairs, major pairs being traded. I'm in right now with this moment in time, and I'm waiting for this to rise a little bit further. All right, so AUD USD, I'm not in yet. I'm waiting for the break. This one is behind the Euro USD. That's the AUD right now, but the Euro USD is behind. The AUD USD is behind the Euro USD. I beg your pardon there. All right, so let's check it out. Let's see by maybe 14:30 in the session where it's at. But that's what we're looking at this moment in time. All right, so those are the two I'm going to start off with. Let's hop onto the gold, because Twistar, I got the gold on lock here as well. All right, let's go to the gold price now. The gold price slightly increasing, guys, but still near recent lows. That at $5,000 per ounce. Ongoing Middle East conflict. Obviously, gold is a safe haven asset, has a lot of demand in that specific area. High oil prices does have inflation concerns. I've mentioned that now several times, and this obviously pushing a lot of investors into this direction. But the central banks obviously is not rushing with those rates. Therefore, gold, fundamentally speaking, is actually torn between two worlds, with the Strait still being compromised at this point in time. There's no clarity yet. Obviously, President Trump is calling out on different countries in specificity. He's obviously dealing with European nations. He's dealing with NATO, putting some comments towards them, or throwing comments towards them, that they should be coming to the party, should be coming to the forefront to try and, enforce and make sure the Strait is moving, because countries like Japan and China, all the guys in the East there, depend heavily on the Strait to be open for them to get their oil. And guys, as we do know, oil is the manufacturing gold of the 21st century. It's the black gold, and President Trump loves baby drill on oil. And so it's important that we understand what's happening there. From there, there's many byproducts, not only petrol or petroleum or diesel, fuel, gasoline, all right, but there's other byproducts as well for roads. All right, there's textiles, there's plastic, there's a lot of things that actually come from it, and so it's really needed from an economic perspective, whether you are dealing on the primary, the secondary, or tertiary level. From an economic sense, all three sectors depend heavily on oil. All right, and from now, what we can see, the gold price has stabilized around that support. So many guys will say it's like a spring that is obviously contracted, waiting for the big breakout. But just so you know, from a daily perspective and a weekly perspective, gold is definitely a bullish, guys. No doubt about it. Gold is definitely bullish. So what we're obviously seeing right now is a correction. And this correction, guys, has not gone, from a depth perspective, all right? Please understand, you get different levels of a pullback, all right? You get your shallow pullbacks. You get your sharp pullbacks. You get your deep pullbacks, all right? And that's why you can use a Fibonacci retracement tool to help you deal with that, kind of formula there. Now, again, TD Academy, broadly speaking now, TD Markets, the kind of education that we as a brokerage offer, we are not here to educate our students on just draw a line and then price goes above and then you buy. That is not what we advocate, all right? We are educated in that sense where we understand the mechanics and the dynamics around what makes the price move, all right? Whether it's politically or economically, doesn't matter, but we look at the numbers. We look at the high-level reports. We connect the dots between the different hemispheres, the different regions, all right, and how they speak to each other. The kind of trade balances, the kind of missing, the kind of percentages that can be lost in daily consumption if things don't happen. Those things, we are from that angle and how that filters into the charts. And that's important to understand when you do attend our courses. All right, guys, we give you the full, I'm not going to say that, but the full MONTY. You can come up with the next, yeah? And so right now, there's a correction taking place in gold. It's not to, there's no reversal here. All right, reversal is in this sense would then mean that from an uptrend, now we're reversing the uptrend going down. No, there is bearish micro trends happening behind the scenes with all the fundamentals, with all of the headlines, but it's not selling at this point in time from a long-term perspective. Are we together, guys? It's not the Bitcoin that has gone up to 100,000 USD and dropped down to your 50,000 USD. It's not that. The gold is not that, all right? So we are still bullish here and we are correcting, and in that correction there is now a lot of sideways movement. You can see it on the RSI right here. The strength is not there. So if you're going to be capitalizing from gold, and this is now for Twiestar, the Twiestar, hold on, where are you with the gold? All right, right now the short-term traders are going to do very, very well here. All right, if you're looking at this gold long-term trading 6 months, 12 months, 24 months from now, that's a different buffet or table or thing to actually look at. Right now, we're dealing with short-term intraday incremental movements. That is what we're dealing with. So that's what you can benefit from. So looking at the daily frame and filtering that down is something that is going to be of real benefit to you. All right. So right now, also from a session perspective, we're currently running the London session at this point. 3:30, we're getting into the New York session. The London session will end at 6 o'clock, 1800 hours. And we can see from the Asian session this morning, we had a high over there, which is fantastic. All right. It created a high at about $5,044 per ounce. And we had, when the Asian session closed at 10 a.m. this morning, that's when the overlap was already running. There wasn't really much. We saw the London session as it started come and reject the Asian low as well. So there's two rejections today. On this side here, that's the Asian session. London, there's a rejection as well. This happened at 1 o'clock. So what we're looking at is 1300 hours for the guys that love the digital side there. They wanted to, all right, or the 24-hour clock. What we're waiting for now on the gold, all right, and this is for Twiestar there. Twiestar, what we're looking for is for price to break the structure, my friend. That's the structure that we need to break, because if it breaks that structure, I think it's, and I'm saying this from an obvious angle. If it breaks today's structure to the upside, it's obvious it's breaking yesterday's structure, all right, which gives us 2 days of broken structure. Probability then exists that gold pushes back up to roughly around intraday 5,000. I'm going to be very realistic with you guys here. All right, guys, we don't want to give you unrealistic claims. All right, that's not what we're about here. All right, we push the real stuff. So $5,119.20 per ounce to be specific. That's the close there. All right, that we're dealing with. So best believe Ash will be checking this one out at 3:30. That's the opening of the New York session. I'd like to see the interchange there and what happens when the New York session opens. All right, if there's any volatility coming in, because remember, volatility has the capacity and the power to push it from one specific exchange rate or price to a much higher price or lower price at that particular time. So please watch out for the gold. It's consolidating for now. You can Twister, notice that I'm spending just a little bit more time just explaining a little bit more of the detail and the intricacy, so you can make a more informed decision at the end of the day, isn't it so? So please just take note of that. All right, Denzel, I'm in a buy there on the Euro USD. All right, I'm gonna buy there. It's currently sitting at a area of a lot of highs and obviously a bit of rejection. And why I would say rejection, because from there we came down. All right, so whenever you see price at a specific high and come down, that's where the correction took place. So we're back at that area. All right, so is there a possibility that price could possibly come down and do another correction? Yes, absolutely. The area that you need to be very careful over here is here, right there. That's the zone that you got to be careful for, because if by 3:30 or 6 o'clock today, price breaks and closes beneath 1.146550, I'm going to get out of this. So note at the detail that I'm giving you. I'm giving you the actual level, all right? Because that specific low was the Asian low. It was the Asian low, the start of the London session, all right? So if we break beneath there, Ash is not going to stay in the Euro USD. Right now, this structure has given me every reason and the probability to go to the upside. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trading the flow of the money. I'm not trying to be smart or trying to do something totally outside of what I'm being shown. I'm looking at the structure and I'm trading the structure. We got to be simple with this. All right, guys, is everybody with me? Let me pause for 15 seconds. Let's see if everybody's with me. So if you are, just give me a fire, a yes, a thumbs, whatever you can in the chat facility very quick before we go on to BTC. Hey, Shira, I'll see you soon, brother. All right, let's get on to that BTC USD. Now, guys, just so you do know, crypto is moving a little bit different from your commodities, moving a little bit different from, Shira, yeah. Looking forward, my friend, looking forward, yeah? So, crypto is moving a little bit different from metals and obviously from the FX. We're also seeing some of the indexes is also moving a little bit different, but that's because of the oil price. Now, remember, crypto at this point in time, legitimate asset. We have an entire crypto exchange, TD Markets Exchange. Our marketing team has placed the link in our chat facility. What we've done is TD Markets, we have provided our clients with a fantastic basket of offering, whether that be indexes, whether that be commodities, crypto, doesn't matter. Everything is here, all right? Now, on the TDME side, it's exclusively crypto. So you can really push in there and trade crypto with us from a derivative perspective, whether you're holding that medium to long term, whether you want to hold, maybe short, couple of days, you're able to do that on our platform. All right, it's right there. There we go. There's our marketing department right there on point. See what I mean, guys? All right, fantastic service. So right now, Bitcoin has had some losses in terms of value from 125,000, okay? But that's normal when it comes to structure. So we've pushed down. Yes, there's reasons for that, all right? So a risky asset, as an example, that may not have the same fundamental capacity as oil. Oil has been coming for hundreds of years now. So crypto, 2008, 2009, there's a lot of fundamentals that's now obviously lining up. Regulations are in place. People are getting accustomed to it. Our community is growing, and that's beautiful. What happens with that is, because some people may not always understand it, all right, when there's uncertainty in the world, specifically what we're dealing with now, guys will take their money out of certain places that feel unsafe, all right? And that's fine. That's exactly the same as you as a mother or father. You're not going to leave cash somewhere where you think there is anything wrong, but it doesn't mean it will not have value. The great thing about structure is that it's cyclical. Price comes down, revisits where it came from, then moves again. So we know that crypto at this point, it has had a very deep correction. Yes, very deep. But we've been seeing that there's highlights that price has started to really push up again a little bit. We had it here as well. Lower high has been created. We're seeing that same kind of movement happen right now. So these are signs that there is interest coming back now into crypto. So please make sure that you understand that. All right. We have various cryptos to choose from, guys. Over 52 kinds of derivative products there when it comes to our crypto offering. All right. Now, what's important here is you watching the increments. You're waiting for key areas. All right. So BTC right now is at around 75,000 USD per BTC. All right. So what we're waiting for here now, we are just waiting for stronger follow through. That's it. There's a lot of divergence that's happening. All right. There's the divergence. You can see it. Divergence is happening. There we go. There's divergence. And I'm referring to this structure over here. We can see that price is pushing to the upside. Now, how far it's, we're not anticipating it to go up there now, but there are definitely lineups coming. So we need a stronger follow through right there. If we can get a stronger follow through, a much higher structural push or impulse to the upside, a nice correction, and then we could then push back up there. For now, the interest is there. So keep watching BTC, particularly from a weekly and from a monthly standpoint. There's a lot of guys, they're going to start getting into it from this specific area because these are the same zones. Look at that. This was 2024. We pushed up. So it's a pattern. All right. It's a pattern. 2024, even from there. Look at that from there. 2021. Yes, we had a bit of a further push to the downside. So this deep correction here over there has happened here. Do you see that? So we are both at a deep correction and a high where price pushed up from. So hence you got to keep your eyes on Bitcoin at this point in time. And not only that, Ethereum, Ripple, all right, Solana, watch all of them, Cardano, all of it, all right? Watch it all, from Litecoin, all coins, all cryptocurrency at this point in time. Watch it very carefully and obviously register there with TDME. Our official website link is on the page there, right? In our chat facility. And guys, you can claim 100 ZARK there, and trade your way to around 50,000 Rand, all right, when you actually activate your TDME account. That is an absolute push there on our side, yeah? So watch crypto at this point in time. Watch it very carefully. Any other questions, Care at TD Markets, they can assist you. All right, our support team, yeah? So I'm going to get to the US 30, all right, BTC 2E-star, there we go. I'm going to get to Euro JPY now. Let's quickly go to US 30, all right? US 30, I am looking for some pushes to the upside. Now, I don't know about you, all right? Who asked that? Let me just say, I saw the US 30. Let me. Denzel, all right. Denzel, I don't know about you, man. So this is looking good. US 30 is looking good. I have two areas here that I've mapped out, all right? This point in time, what price is doing now at US 30, we are at a continuation stage. All right. We've already come down. We've already pushed up. We are at a specific zone. If we break this area here, we push up to 48,000. Big index. Big index. Lots of movement here. All right. Now, remember, from a daily and from a weekly perspective, we are currently in a corrective phase of the structure. So please don't be fooled by that. Corrective phase at this moment in time. So watch your back, okay? Watch your back. Big correction here, all right? And look at the weeks, guys. I want you to really look at it from a monthly perspective, all right? The US 30 structurally started last month already, descending down, all right? This is an entire month. So this month now, 17th of March, brilliant number, by the way. I love the number 17. All right. We're looking at price recouping possibly back to 48 1,000 points on the index. All right, so watch it out. Watch out for it. I'm waiting for another break. I know the Asian session this morning, we did have a high at 47,000. We've broken through that high, but it's not enough for Ash. I'm waiting for yesterday's daily high to be broken. All right, if I can get a break of yesterday's daily high, that's going to be a fantastic structure for me to go into. So I'm waiting for that. That's around 48,084 points there. All right, and that one was for Denzel. All right, hope you got it there. All right, so that is the US 30. Let's now go to the oil price. All right, so the oil price, last week I chatted to the guys about oil, and we mentioned that we've been really tracking it. It came down to $74 a barrel. Yeah, well, no, not 74, 79. Apologies. I know it was in 70 somewhere. Pushed back up to over 100, obviously of the political uncertainty that's still taking place. The new supreme leader that's been elected there, which is the son of the now assassinated supreme leader. And I told the guys that 103 is the zone that I anticipated to go structurally. All right, so we've now managed to go to 101, pretty close to 103. Pretty close to 103. Looking to go back up there. But if we do break above the 103.106, Ash is expecting this to go to about 1.13, short to medium term, obviously, guys. All right. Now, the only thing that we are seeing here, because we're getting some analysts really referring to the oil price is going to come down considerably. They're expecting to go very low. President Trump has also said this before. He has. Absolutely, he has. Denzel, sorry, let me just give it. I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, okay? Just so you do know, I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame. All right. President Trump himself has also said that oil prices will go to all-time lows. He did say that the U.S. doesn't need oil. They have enough low. They've got double. They've got triple of what the world needs. Obviously, Venezuela's in there, and we don't know what's happening. Maybe they're also getting something from the Strait. We don't know, guys. He did say that they did not bomb the pipelines. They kept the pipelines in check. I'm just quoting what he said, all right? So it's very, very interesting there. It's very interesting. It's another topic for another day. But, he did make note and say publicly that, he anticipates the oil price to come down considerably. At this point in time, it's still a little bit high. And if it continues to go high, obviously inflation concerns continue. But we're waiting. We're going to see above 103 for all the oil traders that's really looking into oil right now, 103.106. That is what above there. Above there is what I'm looking at this point in time. Right now, I'm not making any sudden movements at all. 103.106. I don't know why that happened. Give me a second, guys. Let me just fix this here, yeah? All right, so 103.106, $103 per barrel. This is the crude oils, not the WTI. All right, they do move together, maybe not at the same price, but they do move. When one moves up, sometimes the other one takes a little bit of time, but they're going to push to the upside or the downside if they do. All right, so let's see what happens today, guys, especially at 3:30, especially at 6 o'clock when the London session closes. I would really want to see what the oil price is doing, and we'll pick up from that then tomorrow. All right, so let's just loop back quickly. I think we've done, we've pushed. We have pushed through AUD USD. We've pushed through Euro USD, BTC USD. I've done oil. I've done the gold. I have not done NAS. NAS is now pushing up. I'm looking for this to be broken. So at 3 o'clock, all right, 3 p.m., 1500 hours, I'm waiting for 24681.04. All right. And then I see Denzel. Slow your roll there. All right. Slow your roll. All right, we're going to get to it, my friend. All right, let's go and give the other guys a chance as well to go through some opportunities. I'll loop back to that one. Okay. So the NAS 100 there, 24681.04. 24681.04. Tracking this sucker here on the daily frame. All right. Now, as you can see here, the high of yesterday was 24,827. So if price then breaks then above, today's high that was created at the Asian session, what Ash is going to be looking for here is at 3:30. All right. Now I want you to pay attention to what Ash is going to say now. All right. 3:30 is the opening of the New York session. But I'll be looking at the 1 hour time frame, the 4 p.m. candle. All right. I'm being detailed with that. I'll be specifically watching the opening, and the opening, what I'm watching in the opening is this: volatility. I want to see what happens. So at 3:30, from 3:30 to 4, I want to see what happens. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? At 4 p.m., if price closes above there, all right, that for me is break of beautiful structure. There is a lot of divergence on the NASDAQ right now, all right? Just remember, guys, NASDAQ, tech-driven. Are we together? Tech, heavy tech. Now, we need companies like NVIDIA, Intel. We need our semiconductors. They make everything possible from an electronic perspective. So you can go and look at the NVIDIA stock to correlate sometimes the NAS, because NVIDIA is a massive company. I believe they're over the trillion mark. And so obviously with that specific company pushing to the upside, once we break the structure here, which can pull the NASDAQ 100 up from a tech angle, all right? And not only that, remember, if the dollar weakens, the stocks get better. Please make a note of that, all right? When the dollar weakens, the stocks get better because it's cheaper, all right? But when the dollar strengthens, you'll generally see the indexes come down. I'm talking about the US in specificity now, all right? So that's a default textbook moment or movement there from a technical standpoint. But there's a lot of other factors you obviously need to look at as well, all right? It's not only companies like NVIDIA. Sometimes you got to look at the entire tech sector to see what's been happening in the last month. What is the year on year? What's the quarter on quarter result as well? You got to look at things like that. You don't just go off a resistance and say, okay, because price broke the resistance, now all of a sudden I'm going to buy. All right? That's not how we teach our students. All right? We teach them about the reporting as well. All right? Very, very important. So I'll be waiting here. Pure technical here now. This specific context. I'm waiting for 24,827 points on the NASDAQ to be broken. Once that happens, I'm going to look to take some entries. Obviously, I'll be a bit more detailed because I do use the RSI as well to look for entries. That I'll do on a different time, a different place, and we'll show how that possibly comes and makes things easier for you. Remember, indicators are indicators. You use them, all right, to make decisions, all right, and obviously the function that they provide. That's what you use them for, all right? Use the function, all right? So just to loop back quickly, US 30 pushing up, NAS pushing up, so the indexes are looking positive, all right? AUD USD going up, BTC at this point in time, like I said, hold your horses with that one. Oil is still just consolidating. The gold price still consolidating. Euro USD is above there. This is now for Denzel. Denzel, I'm back there for you, all right? So Euro USD there, all right, it's still just sitting right there at this point. Nothing yet. Just wait for the 1530 bell to go, all right? And then obviously we got the Euro NZD as well, guys, that I am checking out here. Looking pretty good. This morning, this is now a cross pair, minor pair. It's not as popular as that of the majors, all right? So it's not going to move as quickly to specific pivot points or levels, or support areas or resistance levels. It's basically the same thing. Pivot point, supply and demand. Many of the things are just different terms, but it generally means the same thing, like zones, all right? So this morning we had the Tokyo session create a beautiful high here. At 10 o'clock when the Tokyo session closed, we saw the next candle, 11 o'clock candle, reject there. All right, and that was the beautiful sign. So I'm currently in a short here with Euro NZD. When I saw the rejection on the 11 o'clock that came off the 10, all right, the London session gave me the understanding that I need the support to be broken, which I had, and went and looked at that on the lower time frames. And as you can see, the support then broke, which means this structure has been compromised. That entire trend move to the upside has been compromised. So I'm anticipating it to possibly come about till here. That's possibly my exit. But remember, guys, what Ash is saying to you is that you don't need to wait for a specific area to take your profits. When you've made your goal, your money for the day, if you've made $500, $5,000, $50,000, and I'm just giving you, in ascension kind of the ascension of numbers, but maybe it's in rands, all right, 50 rand, 500 rand, 5,000 rand, doesn't matter. Whatever you've made for the day, once you've made it, guys, there's no law, black and white, that you need to stay in the trade. You can get out right now and enter again. There is no law, all right, that says you have to wait for it. That just incites a lot of fear. So we're not interested in those kind of stuff, all right? We're not interested in that, all right? We want to make sure the guys trade with confidence. And to do that, you got to explain to your guys. So that's what we provide at TD Academy. It's a community of understanding. And the guys that have been here for some time now, all right, you can check them out, all right? I don't even have to name names here. The guys that have been here, they know. We translate and convey understanding, all right? Because then you become a far more formidable individual, all right? I'm seeing Denzel, you're welcome. Shira, which indicator are you using for session times now? Actually, the one I was using seems to have stopped working. The one I'm using right now, let me know if it's the same one here, Shira. Trading session ICT kill zone. Listen to the words. The kill zone, all right? All right, so that's the one I'm using at this point in time. Is that the one that stopped working for you? Really, let me switch the sucker on here. You see, the great thing about this is, guys, Ash, from the sessions perspective, all right? Because I know the times, and I know when they start and when they end it, An indicator is helpful, yes, if you don't know them. But this one is working. So you see, the Asian session had the low there. So I'm anticipating that the New York could continue down back to the Asian there. There's a beautiful one that I found some time ago. All right, there we go. There, I've installed it. Yes, I was using using Haven before. This one is fantastic. This one is beautiful, absolutely stunning. To all the guys that are watching here, get it, man. Go on to, guys, remember that with the MT5, the great thing about the MT5 here, let me see, where's the guys? Let me see where they, all right. So the great thing about the MT5 is, you see this little bag here, it says open MQL5 market. Now, let me just say this. Guys, you're not using an indicator to make profits. You're using structure to make profits, okay? The indicator helps you analyze the structure. That's what you use it for. You don't switch on an indicator so that you can make profits. That does not exist. It's the apparatus, it's the equipment that you use to analyze the structure. That's what the tools are for. So you can get free tools, you can get tools that you pay for, etc. And many people have business models around that. All right, they're selling indicators, I mean, we've been in this for some time, so we know what's out there, right? Now, it's the function that you're after. So you can get some free, great, tools on the MQL5 market. You basically going to click on that little bag over there. All right, for some of the guys that are not aware, you click on the bag and you have a trading account already with us. You should. You should. And once you've done that, then the meta quotes will be giving you a link. It will direct you to another page where you set up a username and login on the MQL5 market. All right, it's separate from TD MT5 license program trading platform that we have here. It is a online market. All right, that is accessed through a link which is connected to your login, and you can always save that link. Once you're in there, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? So once you click there, once you've registered, this is what it's going to look like. All right, so this is the market, online MQL5 market. Now it's got everything from experts to indicators to libraries of different things, all right? And many of them are free, all right, from stop loss setups, margin requirement, lot size capabilities, to trend lines. This guys, thousands, tens of thousands. All right. So indicators as an example. So all you do is indicators, and you can go and type in there. All right, trading sessions. All right. I don't think it's going to show on your side now, but I wish it did. It's not going to show on your side now. Let me just double check. Yeah, so it's not going to show on your side now, but I can maybe touch on something like that. I can actually show it to you on Thursday as well. So you're going to find there is a plethora. There's so much content on there, and this is where I got it. All right. So at this point in time, this just helps you plan your trades a little bit better. So at this point in time, the Euro NZD, we have broken through, and guys, I want you to just check this out. Look at this. You can always use this in a powerful way. All right. Let me show you a way that many guys will actually look at it. So you find they'll take the top of the Asian, the bottom of the Asian, and then they will take a fib and they will measure 50%. All right. And what they do is they're going to wait for price to break the 50% of the Asian impulse to possibly push. And you don't need to go all the way down. You can just go down till there, or you can go down till there. Guys, you see, again, you don't have to grab 150 pips every day, because the market will, well, honestly speaking, you won't necessarily get 150 pips every day. Price can range, all right, for flat amount of pips, let's say 35, 40 pips for that day, from the high to the low. That's what happened in that market, that specific asset. So there's different ways to use this, all right? And you got to get into our education, so we explain some of these things. All right, is everybody clear there? All right. Let me try. Not working, must be. Yeah, maybe get into the 101s with me maybe at some point, Shira. All right, we can check it out and see what's happening there. All right. Always good to see the screen. You know, I mean, by now you know how I operate. It's always good to see the screen in front of me, and then we can actually take it from there. All right, when you have some time. Yeah. So guys, we doing pretty good, you know, at this point in time, and looking at what's happening. All right. So AUD USD, you know, just to look back, we're still at that resistance. We got the BTC that is possibly going to push down a little bit further. The oil price and the gold price really just consolidating right now. Euro USD now. Is there anyone that's in the Euro USD? Denzel, did you manage to do it? Let's see. Is there anyone that got into the Euro USD? You've checked it out and you're happy? Anyone? If anyone did, or if you're in the Euro USD, there should be some profits, light profits coming up there. NAS is looking phenomenal, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So what I'm essentially waiting for now is the NAS. What you can also do, guys, if you really like to, and this is some of the things that I'll be really pushing in our next trading rooms moving forward. Something that really assists you to actually gain traction before a trade actually manifests or plays out. You can always set and sort your market watch. You're going to right click and you're going to set it on gainers, so you can look at which of the assets have gained. So show all, and these are all the assets that have gained. All right, you'll see we have a lot of the stocks. All right, we've got Kronos Group there. Nvidia has gained 1.61%. It's a daily change. Okay. You're seeing some of the indexes as well. IBEX 35. We're seeing the CAC, that's from France. The FTSE has also gained. Now, what I would do is look at the percentages, all right? Not the percentages of a percent or over a percent. Sometimes you want to look at a gain of about 0.25%, or just over 0.25%, because if there is a 0.25% that has gained, if there's a 0.25% that has gained, there's a possibility that it could go another 3/4. All right. And that will lead you to a percent in movement in total. So if there's a quarter of strength and price break structure, there's a possible percent that can come from there. All right. So you can always use the daily change to help you filter, sift through for opportunities. Obviously, you're not looking at something that's at 0.01%. All right. There's not enough momentum in there. But just over a quarter of a percent is enough momentum to grab your attention. All right. So as an example, here we have the Russell 2000. It's got just over a quarter of a percent. And look at the movement here. If you look at it from an hourly perspective, look at that. So that grabs your attention immediately. So from a daily, now you're looking at, if you're doing intraday, there's a high probability 2,529 points could be something that you look at for price to go. Now you can trade this on the minute frames, all right? But if you're looking for a much higher or stronger structure, you can look at the divergence that always shows up. Look at that. So this is basically a correction. And from a Russell 2000, because the NAS is pushing up, all right, because the NAS is pushing up, there's a beautiful move here to the upside. Absolutely stunning. Look at this. Look at this. 2583. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful move. From 2529. All right. So today, no, this is beautiful. This is stunning. Look at the Asian session here. Asian session. All right. Let's look at the 10. What happened here? All right. We're getting to work. All right. So you can see the dip today in the Russell. Look at this. Hold on. Look at that. All right. So you can see that it's come up and it's recovered from this morning. Okay. It's come up from this morning. Now, what we would need at 3:30, all right, what we need at 3:30, we would need a, look at that. It's already, it's brilliant. Look at this. Beautiful push. So expect a bit of, at 3:30. So what Ash will be looking for here is this, is the volatility now. All right. Do we push further up? What do we do here at 3:30 when the New York session starts? So at 4 p.m., I'm going to be looking for closes now. All right. I'll be looking for closes above 2529. 2529. So what I would look for here is to go to that area. But remember, I'm correlating this now with the other indexes because they follow movements or patterns of movement. When you see one of the indexes in the US push up, they may not move at the same time, but many of them will then move, in a specific order. All right. So just check that out. So that's the Russell 2000, guys. Look at that. And that was just over a percentage of movement. It was just over a percentage of movement. A quarter of a percent. All right. So Russell 2000, US 30, as well as the NASDAQ is looking very bullish intraday at this point in time. Yeah. But guys, look, it's a fantastic day. You can see that the dollar is weakening a little bit from an FX perspective. It is strengthening against the crypto there. Gold, it's not strong there. Euro USD is looking beautiful. For me, it's just a wait at this point in time. AUD NZD pushing down here. Euro NZD is still really, really down at this point in time. The only time I'm really going to get out of this one here from my short, if it breaks above this high. If it breaks above that specific high, I will be out of this. I will not be staying in this. All right. But at this point in time, it's looking fantastic. NVIDIA is also looking good, guys. So maybe just check out that specific company. NVIDIA is looking amazing. I saw it here now. Oh, NVIDIA looks beautiful. Look at that strength. It's really looking good. Absolutely stunning. So we're gonna wait and see. There's a lot to cover here, and I'm leaving NVIDIA to run. I'm just leaving it to run. I'm just leaving NVIDIA to run. It was at $1,251 per share, guys. That's massive. Wow. All right. So, guys, for today, Tuesday, that's the trading room here, nice and mild. We see the dollar weakening a little bit here, guys. Big picture for everybody. Middle East conflict is obviously affecting the oil prices. Remember, oil, if the oil price goes up, inflation goes up. When inflation goes up, central banks, they got to either hold the rates or they got to raise them. And then obviously, please make sure that you do check out anything about the war developments, because that's the talk of the town right now. It's not the tariffs at this point in time. It's not Trump taking Venezuela. It is the Strait at this point in time. All right. For how long? We're gonna wait and see. But right now, oil is a talk of the town. And if you remember, a year ago, 2 years ago, we weren't chatting about oil the way we are now. We were speaking about Bitcoin. We were speaking about gold. All right, we were not speaking about oil. So it shows you things change. All right, guys, if you've not opened up an account with us, you can visit www.tdmarkets.com. You can also email us at care@tdmarkets.com. All right, our marketing team has placed all our website links in the chat facility. TDME is in there, our crypto offering on our crypto exchange there, TD Markets Exchange. Looking forward to seeing you guys on there as well. Friday, Crypto Decrypted, where we chat about crypto, nothing but crypto. All right. That's me here today, Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back again on Thursday at 2 o'clock. So make sure to join, tag a friend, let them know to come on board and join us right here. Hopefully, we would have seen a bit more movement there. But right now, dollar weakness, we're getting some strength in the Euro USD, AUD USD, and some strength in the indexes there from the US. All right. That's it from me here, guys. It's 1500 hours right now. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a fantastic one. What a pleasure and what a blessing being with you guys. That's Ashley Reeve, and I'm signing out. Ciao, ciao.